Thank you for your interest in Foundations Classical Academy and the time that you're taking to watch these videos. We'd now like to talk to you a little bit about the curricula used at Foundations Classical Academy. My name is Dr. Amber Workman. I am the founder and director of Foundations Classical. At Foundations Classical, we tend to use a variety of curricula, and the curricula sometimes varies by course and sometimes varies by term. This way, we're able to offer curricula that appeals to a variety of students and serves a variety of purposes. You can see up at the top some of the books from the What Your Grader Needs to Know series. So there's what your kindergartner needs to know, what your first grader needs to know, etc., etc. These are books published by the Core Knowledge Foundation, and they simply provide parents and students with foundational knowledge for their particular grade. We don't necessarily divide students by grades here at Foundations, but this gives us somewhat of an idea at what students need to know at certain stages in their development. So we do use a lot of this core knowledge series. The core knowledge series, with the exception of these books here, which we would ask parents to purchase, the majority of core knowledge is free, and we really like that about core knowledge. It's high quality, it's free, it's available online, and that way any student can access this material at any time. We also make use of Memoria Press materials. Memoria Press is a Christian publisher, so we use these materials a lot for Christian courses. But Memoria Press also publishes some materials that are secular, and sometimes we will use those secular materials in secular courses. Now, here on the screen, we have 2 pages from different books that Memoria Press publishes. And some parents might look at these and think they're very plain. Think, how would these books attract the interest of children? You know, on the left-hand side here, we have a page from a geography book for I think upper elementary students, and on the right we have a page from a kindergarten phonics book. Well, it's true that Memoria Press's materials tend to be sort of dry looking, but I think that's just sort of on the surface, because after time, students tend to, or I should say quickly, students realize that that the content is very interesting. It's very engaging. Memoria Press, in my opinion, publishes some of the best materials content-wise for children, and the way that the series that they publish work together, I think, is really wonderful. You know, there's a lot of distraction that goes on with textbooks these days. A lot of times textbooks are set up like magazines, and they'll have all kinds of things going on one page, you know, photos and cartoons and call outs and some color here and different color there and just all kinds of distracting type of things. But Memoria Press, in all of its materials, includes pages like this, pages that do not distract. You know, on this geography page, we know exactly what we're supposed to do, and there's no distraction. Students are better able to focus, I think, with these materials. Now, when we teach with Memoria Press, when we teach courses related to Memoria Press, we try to spice up, so to speak, the curricula. You know, we use colorful visuals, we use manipulatives, we use all kinds of things. But we do, you know, like students to go through the workbooks, you know, that look like this, and also we try to supplement the workbooks with online quizzes that we program. That way they have another way of interacting with the Memoria Press material. We also use other curricula, such as the Classical Academic Press, material, some of which does contain Christian elements. Of course, we use those for the Christian courses only. We like their Curious Historian series for elementary students. The Curious Historian series is, we think, really neat. It includes a lot of supplemental exercises. It includes songs to help students memorize the information, which is very, very cool in our opinion, really neat. And also, we, we're not limited to these this curricula that we've mentioned so far. Sometimes we use the well-trained mind, depending on the course. And for older students, um, we haven't developed our great books courses yet, but we plan to use just the great books. Um, so really our curricula is varied, but in general we really do enjoy the core knowledge, Memoria Press, and Classical Academic Press series, and we use those amply for our school.